What's going on, guys? Today we have some news on the third FNAF Interactive Novel, Escape Pizzaplex, coming out on April 1st. So we already have had the little description, the synopsis, but let's take a little read and then we're going to get straight into the preview, which is the brand new information that we have. Can you survive the Pizzaplex? Find out in this interactive novel in which you decide what happens. Relive the newest, biggest Five Nights at Freddy's location and setting off the Smash security breach game in this all-new interactive novel. You are Cassie, a young girl trapped inside Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex. Chased by terrifying animatronics as well as the night guards, you've got to do whatever you can to make it out alive. Can you escape, or will it be game over before dawn? So it's going to be 256 pages, about 45 hours to read, which I think is a bit shorter than the week before, and I think probably about the same length as Return to the Pit. It's also about the same price. Looks like it's going to be about £10. Don't know what that's going to be in US dollars. As me, put that up. To be fair, I'm not sure why I'm making you put it on the webcam. It'd be better for you to put it on the actual main screen where it's a bit bigger. About £10, about 256 pages. So it might be a bit longer than Return to the Pit. But let's go take a look at the preview. So it looks like we're going to be there for 5 nights, which seems reasonable and normal in a 5 nights book. But according to the description, we're going to be trying to escape. So why, if we've already escaped, then why would we be coming back for 5 nights? Especially as we're Cassie. So, I know there was theories about maybe she spends a lot of the time at the Pizzaplex as her dad works as a technician. But surely if you're trying to escape, you wouldn't come back, right? But is it just me, or does that seem just a little bit absurd, a bit crazy? But maybe it's going to be that we're going to be there and we're just not going to leave, and then we'll leave on night 5. I don't know. Let's take a proper read though. Intro. You are Cassie, a kind-hearted and adventurous young patron of Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex, and human best friend of Gregory, a precocious boy with a penchant for getting into trouble. Lately, you and Gregory have taken to hiding in the Pizzaplex after hours in order to play once everyone else has left. You enjoy the animatronics more than you like most other kids your age, especially Roxy Wolf, who's been your idol ever since she came to the rescue of your birthday party that no one showed up to, and made it the best birthday you have ever had. Like Gregory, you have a fondness and aptitude for computers and have an intimate understanding of the Pizzaplex and its workings, thanks to your father's work as a Faz technician. This means you and Gregory know exactly how to take advantage of all the fun options the Pizzaplex has to offer at night. Sure, it gets a little weird once all the people have gone and only the animatronics and bots are left, but weird is just another term for cool, right? Be careful though, security has gotten much tighter lately due to Gregory's mischief. Management has splurged on renovations, along with adding keypads and intercoms. Tonight, Gregory says he has a special idea for what to do, but insists that it has to be a surprise, which you're willing to go along with, you think. As much as you enjoy your time in the Pizzaplex with Gregory, he can be known to take things a little far sometimes. Still, you wouldn't want him to think you're not up for whatever plans he has in mind. As Gregory's games play out, you'll have many choices to make, which will lead to various outcomes. If you find an item that might help you during the night, write it down for later. But first you have an important decision to make. You want to play on easy difficulty, add flashlight, Bonnie, keychain and food service card to your inventory. If you want to play on normal difficulty, start out with only your wits. So already it seems like we're going to get more information on Cassie's 11th birthday party, and it looks like we might get some more information about Gregory and some more backstory about how he was before security breach, because we never actually got much. We've had GGUI, that's kind of the only information we have, and that's a bit up in the air on how canon that is. Obviously we still have the argument of, are the books canon? Are they not? Shall we ignore them? Shall we actually use them to fill out the holes that are quite large in this franchise? But we're not going to get into that today. But what we are going to get into, we're going to see what we can actually do. We're at night 1. It's finally closing time at Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex. Shrouded behind a thick pillar in the dark corner, you and Gregory hide and wait for the last of the Pizzaplex patrons to trickle out the front entrance. After a while, the last of the families leave, carrying their arcade prizes in half-empty plastic souvenir cups, and heavy door snaps shut, locking after them. A few cleaning bots appear, sweeping through to gather up all the dropped popcorn and discarded candy wrappers as the lights dim, leaving only the neon signs to cast their sharp, vivid glow across the main lobby. It gets quiet. So quiet you can hear the faint buzz of those lights, and Gregory's breathing where he hides beside you. Everyone's gone, Gregory finally says. Let's go. He moves deliberately but silently. There are still security bots roaming around after all, and you follow, staying close and keeping an eye out as you cross the lobby and head for the stairs that lead up to the main stage area. You pass the giant Freddy fountain at the lobby center, being careful as you travel, but by now the two of you know what to expect and how to avoid discovery. A few bots aren't going to stop you. At night, the Pizzaplex become your playground. What a playground it is. Even when empty, there's a busy energy to the space. It's like there's a song playing, something that you can't quite make out, but one that never stops, even at night. Not that you could really tell there's night. Other than the lowered lights, the Pizzaplex feels almost the same at night as it does during the day. Almost. Gregory moves like he has a plan already, though he didn't bother to mention anything earlier while you were both waiting for everyone to leave. But at this point in your friendship, you can tell when he's got an idea in mind, if only he'd give you a hint or two. Where are we headed, you ask? Shh, he says, but gestures for you to keep following. You realise your destination soon enough. Heading past the main stage, you enter the hall where the mascots, the Glamrock animatronics, have their green rooms. They run in a line, first Freddy's, then Roxy's, then Monty's, and finally Chica's. Roxy is your favourite, but Gregory leads you into Freddy's green room, where Freddy is standing in the corner. From the way Gregory runs over to him, it's clear Freddy has been waiting. The animatronic comes to life as you approach, eyes growing bright and a wide smile stretching across his face. Hello, Gregory, Freddy says happily. Hello, Cassie. Are you ready to play the game? Game, you say? What game? Gregory turns back to you with a mischievous twinkle in his eye. Tonight we're going to play hide and seek. You and I are going to hide, and Freddy's going to seek. Ooh, okay. You're a little worried about what Gregory had in mind. A hide and seek is simple enough, and it even sounds like fun. What are the rules? Poof, Gregory says. We don't need rules. We can hide anywhere in the Pizzaplex. But the first one to get found by Freddy loses. Wait, says Freddy, holding up a finger. Don't forget, Gregory. There is one rule. You both get a head start before I start looking for you. A head start sounds reasonable enough, though Freddy doesn't elaborate on how long you have to hide. When do we start, you ask. Gregory smiles. Now, he cries, and dashes off before you can protest. You pound and cross your arms. Typical Gregory. Not outright cheating, but he certainly could have given you more warning. Time is ticking, Freddy says. You don't waste another moment. You run off. By the time you get into the hallway outside the green room, Gregory is long gone. You take a few more steps, then slow, unsure which way to go. After all, the Pizzaplex is huge. The Superstar Daycare, Chica's Maze Size, the prize counter. There are so many places you can think of to hide that you don't know where to start. The hallway leads off in opposite directions, so picking which way to go would be a good start. The gaze is also drawn to the door to Roxy's green room, which is a short walk away and open. Roxanne Wolf, with her wild silver hair and edgy punk rock style, is your idol. You can still remember how sad you felt when you had your birthday party at the Pizzaplex and none of the other kids you invited showed up. It was Roxy who came to the rescue, singing and dancing and making sure that you had fun. Because of her, it turned out to be the best birthday ever. And Roxy has been your favourite member of the Glamrock animatronics ever since. You know the Pizzaplex like the back of your hand. If anyone would know a good place to hide where Freddy wouldn't think to look, it would be Roxy. The door to Monty's green room is also open, and something sitting just inside catches your eye. You can't quite make it out, but whatever it is, it's not something you've seen in the Pizzaplex before. Maybe you should check it out? You think for a few moments, considering your options, but Freddy's generous head start is already ticking down, so there's no time to waste. Once turn left down the hallway, tap or touch here. If you want to turn right down the hallway, tap or touch here. If you want to go into Roxy's green room, talk to her, tap or touch here. If you want to go into Monty's green room and investigate the mystery item, tap or touch here. Right, let's have a quick look at all of these, and I think then we're going to leave the video there. First of all, I want to quickly look at the mystery item. I feel that's going to be interesting. You decide to head down the hall to Monty's gated green room and check out the strange item. As curious as you are, you move cautiously. All the animatronics and bots in the Pizzaplex, Monty is the one who creeps you out the most, though you're not sure why. It's probably just because of his big alligator claws, or maybe it's his teeth. His many teeth. Still, that apprehension doesn't stop you from investigating what it is that you spy through his open doorway. You pause just inside the green room. More than the other green rooms is literally the greenest. Giant stars light up their emerald walls, illuminating the images of Monty that decorate them. There are some leaves growing in the corners, which gives the room a vaguely tropical feel, but you're pretty sure they're plastic. Oddly, Monty isn't anywhere around, but maybe he's getting maintenance done before the Pizzaplex reopens in the morning. Regardless, you didn't come here looking for Monty. There, a few steps away, is the thing that you spied through the doorway, a crate. A sleek, brand new crate. It's not small, but it's not as big as some of the storage crates you've seen in other parts of the Pizzaplex either. What could be in there? A new decoration for the walls? Maybe an upgraded instrument? Move closer. Curiosity getting the best of you. That's where this route ends. Let's have a quick look at the other ones. Next, let us have a look at Roxy's green room. What would Roxy do? You stand at the rail, considering your options for so long that you jump a little when you hear Freddy's booming voice. Time's up, he says excitedly. Ready or not, here I come. You frown. If Freddy finds you before you've even gotten a chance to hide, Gregory will tease you all night. You need to be ready, and quick. Want to hide in the reception area? Tap or touch here. If you want to head into the raceway to hide in one of the go-karts, tap or touch here. If you want to hide in one of the raceway garages, tap or touch here. I guess we can't go that route then. This route? Nope. Okie dokie. I don't know if it's like this is the route. I'm a bit confused. Let's just read what we have here. Freddy Fazbear is an animatronic, and to outsmart an animatronic in a game of hide and seek, you decide to get help from another animatronic. Plus, you've always liked a reason to visit Roxy. You run to the open door of her green room and go inside. As always, it's a glow with the awesome neon green and purple light, with white and black checkerboard flags and tires from Roxy Raceway decorating the walls. It's so cool you wish you had a room just like it. But the one thing missing from this awesome space is Roxy. Roxy, are you here? It's me, Cassie. You step farther inside and look around, but your favourite rock stars are nowhere to be seen, which is strange. After operating hours, Glamrock animatronics usually return to their green rooms until it's time for the Pizzaplex to reopen in the morning. Maybe Roxy is in the rehearsal room, or deeper in the bowels of the Pizzaplex, getting maintenance done. You wanted to continue searching for Roxy, to figure out where she might have gone. Unfortunately, you don't have time, and you've already wasted enough of your head start. You need to take a different direction if you're going to find a good hiding place and evade Freddy longer than Gregory does. There's no way that you can let him win. Never hear the end of it. You leave Roxy's green room, heading back to where you came from. So what I'm going to assume, I could be completely out of the ballpark with this. I'm going to just presume all three of these kind of have like you're hiding in your thing, and then it just leads straight back to here. That would be my assumption. I could be totally wrong. We'll find out on April 1st, I can guess. Right, let's have a look at these ones. Left down the hallway, because I think it's the same as before. You finally take a left down the hallway and head back into the atrium of the Pizzaplex. There, you go to the top of the escalators and pause. There are so many places to hide, you need to take another moment to think. Where is really least likely to search? You look around and see the entrance to the Superstar Arcade. The bright pink and yellow sign jumps out, beckoning you inside. You consider it for a few more moments, but the Superstar Arcade seems as good a place as any to hide in. so you head toward it. You pass through the entrance, still making sure to avoid any cleaning or security bots that may be roaming around. Inside, the Superstar Arcade is a sprawling room filled with arcade games of all kinds, both lining the walls and set in circular clusters on the red and yellow checkered floor. The games are still on at night, and you and Gregory love playing them when no one else is here. Unlike during the day, you never have to wait for the good games to be free. Unfortunately, you don't see many good places to hide in the arcade other than some photo booths, which give you the creeps. Wandering around, you search everywhere, considering your options. You could try wedging yourself behind one of the game cases, but that looks like it would be a tight fit. There's also a bathroom. Maybe that would be a better idea. After all, there are a lot of bathrooms in the Pizzaplex. Really might not bother to search them all. Tick tock. Tick tock. Suddenly, you hear Freddy's booming voice. Time is up, kids. Ready or not, here I come. Your heart starts to pound. You have to make a decision, and quick. Right, then this next route is down the right. After some thought, you decide to take a right down the hallway and head back into the Pizzaplex atrium. There, you pause to think again. There are so many areas to choose from, any one of which could be a good hiding spot. And it's hard to decide where Freddy will be least likely to look for you. A part of you still wants to look for Roxy, and ask her opinion, you don't want to turn back now. You've waited enough for your head start as it is, but thinking of Roxy gives you a great idea. You're going to hide in Roxy Raceway. The neon purple drenched go-kart track is one of your favourite places to hang out at the Pizzaplex, mostly since it's Roxy's area. But with all the cars and garages and such, there are plenty of places there where you can avoid Freddy. Hopefully Gregory hasn't had the same idea. Head into Roxy Raceway, making your way through the reception area. Like before, you're almost overwhelmed by the choices available to you. You could stay close to the entrance and find a hiding spot in the reception area, or you could hide down in this racetrack area, where there are go-karts and garages and more. What would Roxy do? You stand at the rail, considering your options for so long that you jump at her when you... So that is then where that thing was earlier. I think the way that the pages are done are a bit weird. I think that's meant to be at the bottom of that page, that's meant to be at the beginning, and then that's meant to be at the end of that page. Because I came to that earlier. That was a bit weird. That did feel a bit off earlier. I think that is everything that we can do with this interactive novel so far, because it's only the preview, it hasn't come out yet until April. Also, why has it brought me to the American viewing page? So for American viewers, it's going to be $12.99 USD. For everywhere else, you're a bit fucked. So whilst this doesn't give us too much brand new, groundbreaking information, it does give us a nice little bit of an idea of what this book is going to be, which obviously is the whole point of the preview. So it looks like that we may now know why we're staying 5 nights, with it just basically being, I think the first like 3 or 4 nights is going to be us going around the Pizzaplex with Gregory, doing these weird little things like hide and seek, and I'm presuming that as the week progresses, more and more things could be going wrong, and then I guess maybe like the last night will be one where we actually need to escape, or like night 4 be the one where we need to escape, and maybe we just won't be able to get out throughout the main day or something. I don't know. We'll find out on April 1st again. I keep on saying that, but there's only so much that we know so far. So yeah, this game, it's not a game, it's a book. It's a book. I'm pretty sure it's a book. So yeah, this book looks really, really cool. I can't wait to read it. Like I said, I have still got to catch up on pretty much the entire series so far. I've kind of like half read VIP, half read the week before, but definitely gonna have to try and catch up on them quickly. And yeah, then I'll be able to read Escape the Pizzaplex, which looks phenomenal as always. I say this about every FNAF project. I say this with Secret of the Mimic. I think I might have said about Ruin when that came out, which was, God, that was a while back. but it definitely looks like we're going to get more information on Gregory, and I guess a little bit more confirmation around Cassie's backstory, especially with the party, which, I mean, we kind of already knew all we needed to know, with like, oh, it was her 11th birthday party, and Roxy was there, and no one turned up, but then Gregory turned up, and I guess we're just gonna get like more little details for it. Like, we don't need to know them, but they might help us a tiny bit. We're just getting more confirmation. I do wonder how this could then affect Security Breach and Ruin. I highly doubt it's going to affect it that much. I feel a bit like the week before, it's mainly going to be giving us extra context for it, and only go against some of the assumptions that we have. I don't think it's going to go against any outright information. I haven't read Return to the Pit yet. It's on my to-read list. But from what I know about it, it does go against both the game version and the original version. Why is there so many Into the Pits? I still don't understand why we need 3 versions of the same story. But here we are. Anyway, I've been talking for way too long. So, if you did enjoy this little preview of Escape the Pizzaplex, then do consider subscribing. I try to go over any new information that we get about the books or the games, any trailers, any teasers, everything and anything FNAF news that could potentially help us with the lore. Also, FNAF Simplified Episode 3 just drops out, so do check out that. That'll be in the link at the end of the video, and I will see you in the next video. Good bit for now.